All right, what's going on, everybody? Beretta here with another video, and today we're going to get more into this whole Tony Stark thing because people don't seem to understand. He's not Doctor Doom. He's a variant of Tony Stark. And here is two pitches of how they could actually do it, because from the looks of it, he is from the actual universe where the Fantastic Four come from, but the Fantastic Four are from the Sacred Timeline and they go to that universe. Now, before I start this, just know in the comics, Tony Stark is adopted by his parents because their child is sick. It's Tony's evil brother, in a sense. So, in the main timeline, Tony Stark is adopted. Now, without further ado, we're going to get into this information, and it'll make sense. Robert Downey Jr. will either be an adopted Tony Stark variant, or an MCU 616 Stark will be an adopted Doom variant. There are two scenarios. In an alternate universe, Howard Stark takes his wife Maria and infant son Tony to Latveria for an arms deal / vacation. During the trip, the Winter Soldier assassinates Howard and Maria, but before he can kill Tony, he's scared off by Cynthia Von Doom, a Romani sorceress, aka Dr. Doom's mother. Cynthia raises the infant Tony as her own son, renaming him Victor Von Doom. Victor is genetically the same as Tony Stark, but has the same upbringing as Doom from the comics, except for not being the biological related to Warner, his father, and Cynthia, his mother. Now hear me out. Warner, if I remember correctly, is a doctor, and Cynthia obviously makes a deal with Mephisto to give up her soul in order to stop the Baron of Latveria, who's ruling over Latveria, and she goes and tries to kill all of them, and Mephisto says, I'll give you the power, but you're not going to be able to control it. That's like the little sneaky thing he does in the background. And she ends up giving, her energy going out, and she kills a lot of kids. All the kids in that city, or in that town. And one of the Baron's dying soldiers stabs her in the back when she says, I don't want this magic anymore. I can't do it. I don't know what I did. She dies. She's dragged down to hell. And the main story for Doctor Doom is Doctor Doom goes down every year and tries to fight for his mother's soul. He eventually saves her, but that's for another video. Anyways, this would be really cool because the simple fact that Doctor Doom is Tony Stark. They're going on a family trip. They die kind of just like how Winter Soldier kills them in Civil War, but it's with a twist because they never make it to Civil War. So I really like that. Now, let's get into the other option, would be if Tony was from the actual 616, or not. Okay, take that back. Not from the 616, but if he was actually Tony Stark. Let's go into it. In the MCU 616 universe, Howard and Maria Stark are not Tony's biological parents. This has some basis in the comics. Once again, I said the comics, not the MCU. I don't know why this person says the MCU. The Tony we know was adopted as a baby from Latveria, and his birth name is Victor Von Doom. The Robert Downey Jr. Doom is just a normal version of Doom from an alternate universe where he was raised by his birth parents, Warner and Cynthia, so essentially they don't die. Both these scenarios play into fatherhood, daddy issues theme that have been present throughout the Iron Man and Russo Bros. MCU movies, and how great men can be shaped by the circumstances of their birth, a la nature or versus nurture. Now, I like this one because realistically, to say that Tony Stark was adopted, he's from Latveria, and they bring him to their home and he's raised. Obviously, he was Victor and he's changed. I feel like that one makes more sense, but I truly like the one where they go on a family vacation to Latveria and they died there. I think that would be perfect. It would give more emphasis of more information of where Bucky's been. It would also tie Bucky into it again because he does end up killing the Starks at some point, and to kill them when they're off on a trip would be even better. To have Tony stay there stranded as an orphan, and then to be raised by Cynthia, be dove into magic and whatnot, and as he gets older, he finds books, he does all that, puts the mask on, but he's not scarred. I would love it. Let me know what you guys thought. I know this is a short video, but I think it's an amazing video nonetheless. Have a great one.